Cape Town, a popular tourist destination. However, deep in the heart of this great city lies great pain and suffering. Long Street is a vibrant, cosmopolitan street. Yet even here, the glamour is tainted by poverty. Street kids haunt almost every corner, simply struggling to survive. Marco and Justine Spalker walk streets like this on a regular basis. Their vision is to connect with these needy children and draw them into homes where they can find love, acceptance and security.
When I walk on the streets and I see these little ones just suffering and having no parents, having no home, and just living with their aunties or uncles there, I really feel pain, and my heart is really to help these children and building orphanages for them.
Sadly, many of these street kids are addicted to drugs like sniffing glue in an effort to escape the harsh realities of life on the street.
I live on the street for more than 6 years.
How long are you on the street?
7 years.
Nestled in these same streets is the Coffee Karma, a beacon of hope to the children they meet. Here, at the Coffee Karma, the street children get to eat a wholesome meal and connect with people who care.
Eat me!
It is here that they are able to play games and feel more like children again. They are also offered the opportunity to go to a secure house for shelter. Foundational to the service that the Coffee Karma provides is a strong faith in God and His ability to make a difference in these children's lives. They receive teachings about His Father heart and the hope that He offers for the future. Compassionate people like Justine and Marco are there to listen to these kids and pray for them. These are possibly the first adults they have met who have taken a genuine interest in their well-being.
The reason that there are so many street kids and orphanage in Khayelitsha, some of the mothers are drinking and parents are alcoholic and they abuse their children, and then the children turn out to go and live in streets in Cape Town. I actually grew up in a poor family, and that made me to go out and do crime and live in the street. Now my passion is to change other young people to get to know God, and so that to help orphanage also and other street kids to know that there is future.
Marco and Justine have spent a great deal of time in the township and on the streets and have gained much practical knowledge of what they believe is the best way to break the cycle of brokenness.
So many children, they live in shacks and they don't have a home, and then very often they come into these little containers. And our heart is for each child here in Khayelitsha and all over Cape Town to find a proper home where they can live, where they can have a family life, a family situation, where there's one house mother or house parents taking care of 6 to 8 children and giving them a life and dignity.
The couple are inspired by Nomosango, a woman who identified a need and followed her heart. However, the container homes are cramped and inadequate to meet their needs.
The reason why I opened the orphanage is because of my child. I have a child who was also a cerebral palsy. So I saw that there is a need for me to open an orphanage because there were a lot of children who didn't have somebody to look after. I decided to open a home for them. We don't have a space for my children. There are 12 of them. We need nappies, food and transport. My heart goes out for children with HIV positive. I'm already have 20 of them. There's no space for them also.
Because of the HIV that is so high in Khayelitsha, that we have a situation that in every 4 minutes there is 2 people who died because of HIV, which means that so many children are left behind without parents, and they get to be taken by their uncles or nephews or mother's parents, and they abuse them because they are not their children, and then they went to live to streets in situations like that.
The notorious Clark estate is blighted by gangsterism, crime, drug abuse and overcrowding. A high percentage of Cape Town street kids come from this area. It is from places such as this that orphans need to be rescued, relocated into safe and loving homes.
This is an example of one of the houses that are used to house abused or orphaned children, and that is an example of what we would like to do with the many children that are around Khayelitsha and also around Cape Town. Important in that is that the children don't only have shelter and food, but that the quality of the house is very good. We don't just want to take children out of shacks into shacks. They are supposed to grow up in proper houses, and also not in institutions. They aren't supposed to be 70 kids and a few staff, but it's supposed to be an actual home. So that means there's only a few children and maybe one house mother or house parents. As it is in this case, there's 6 children and 1 house mother. And that is a very good example of a family structure, which we really strongly encourage. Many people believe that giving an orphaned child or an abused child a house and food and clothing is enough, but it really isn't enough, because these children come from backgrounds where they have been hurt inside. They're emotionally broken. So it's not just easy to fix them up by giving them housing or giving them enough food. It is important to let them heal inside.
Carry me away, where the nights aren't so cold.
It is clear that these loving homes have real power to break the cycle of brokenness and abuse, bringing healing to many children left orphaned or abused, offering them a future of hope.
And my heart will sing 'cause of you, my King. Won't you carry me away, my Lord? Run with me, let's run away to the gates made of pearls. Run with me, let's run away.